written by Katie Lester. Introduction. Have you heard that hairy giants will live in our wilderness, or that extraterrestrials might strange design in Whitfield? Would you believe it? What if a friend told you an Asian ghost caused people to die, or something that a part of the Atlantic Ocean makes ships disappeared? How would you know if these stories were true? After reading this book, you have evidence about the unsolved mystery. You can decide whether or not you think they are real. Bigfoot. In remote areas of the Pacific Northwest, Native Americans have told stories about gigantic, mysterious ape-like creatures for hundreds of years. The Charles peoples of Canada called them Sasquatch, which means white man of the woods. English speakers often use the name Bigfoot. Others who have had encounters with this creature include railway and forest workers, hikers, travelers, and people who live in remote areas. Most of them never heard of the Native American stories. The Bigfoot is best to be as tall as 8 feet, 2.4 meters, and covered with hair. Wait a minute. Based on the depth of its traveler's footprint, its weight is estimated between 330 and 400 pounds. People see one regularly report hearing high-pitched screams and smelling a folk odor. Cryptozoologists, scientists who study animals that may or may not exist, and few other people have spent a lot of time and money to find out whether Bigfoot really exists. After following up on thousands of eyewitness reports, they have not yet found proof. In 1924, a lumberjack went to the mountain alone to prospect for gold. During the night of this trip, he was carried off in his sleeping bag by something huge and smelly. Later it dropped in a clearing where 4 other black creatures surrounded him. They seemed to be a family. He escaped, badly shaken but unharmed. After nearly a week, there is just one report of a Bigfoot encounter. In the West Forest glaciers of the northern western United States, nature quickly gets rid of dead bodies. However, scientists believe that Bigfoot does exist. Someone should be able to find a dead body, a skeleton, or fossil remains, yet nothing has ever been found. In 1977, Bigfoot sighting in northern Washington turned out to be a hoax that was planned by 3 young men. This makes some people think that other reports must have been fake as well. Do you think the Bigfoot sightings are real or a hoax? Crop circles. Strange circles on flattened lands in fields were reported as early 1590s. Farmers thought they were made by wind. In 1980s, the number of circles increased and they changed to more intricate signs. Most crop pictures are mysterious as night, but a few people report having seen them being formed by the species or whirlwinds. Sometimes lights or green are seen in the sky, and humming of music is heard. Sometimes the radiation can be detected inside the circle. The crops inside the circle are not crushed; they are bent at the lowest node of the stalk. Often these bent crops grow better than the plants outside the circles. Experiments suggest that microwave beams might cause the circles but it's not clear where they come from. Some people think their message are outer space. Wait a minute. In areas many circles are found, some people watch the field at night for signs of activity. They say that the complicated circle patterns appear in just a few minutes. Many crop circles are made by humans for a variety of reasons. Some people just want to prove it can be done, while others want to play tricks. In 1991, Englishmen Doug Bower and David Cody claimed they had made crop circles since 1978. Some people accepted the explanation of their hopes, while others doubted they had the skill and strength to create huge patterns at night without being seen. Doug retouched his confession 7 years later. Some people suggest that the circles were created by tornadoes. Crop circles design, control, and educate though. A tornado destroys a wide area. Another weather theory is based on a whirlwind called plasma vortex. A plasma vortex can create the light and sound reported by eyewitnesses. It can hover in one place or move like under a remote control, which can make it look like an UFO. Some researchers have suggested that meteorite is developing a high-energy weapon powered by microwaves. These crop circles are produced by tests of this top-secret weapon. Do you think crop circles are real or false? The Curse of the Mummy. In 1922, with the help of Egyptian worker, Howard Carter discovered the tomb of Egyptian pharaoh Tutankhamun, known today as King Tut. The tomb was with incredibly valuable treasures. Newspapers circulate stories of curses painted on tomb walls that they who enter this scared tomb shall be greeted the wings of death. Carter searched for a tomb and was founded by Lord Carnarvon. When Lord Carnarvon died in 1923, newspapers said he was killed by a pharaoh's curse. The newspaper reported that 26 people involved finding the tomb and died in the first 10 years. Many of the dead fall for suspicious circumstances. This mystery has been used as a theme for many movies, books, and games. In the early 1900s, reporters sometimes invented facts to make stories more exciting. Lord Carnarvon has actually been sick for 20 years before he died. The timing of his death might have been a coincidence. Researchers show that only 6 people involved with finding the tomb died in the first 10 years. Howard Carter worked on the tomb for at least 10 years, and he lived for 17 years after the discovery. Howard Carter was reportedly written in the tomb. He was not dead or dead bodies might produce bacteria that cause illness and death. Could this contribute to Lord Carnarvon's death? Only people who rob tombs may have become sick in this way. This might be show how stories of the curse started. Early Egyptians believed that kings should be buried with riches to use in their next life. These Egyptians have started legends of danger to keep people away from the tomb. Do you think the curse of mummy is real or false? Bermuda Triangle. Strange things have been happening to ships and planes in the Atlantic Ocean, near Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. In 1965, Wilson Gaddis wrote a book about this strange organism in the Invisible Horizons. He was the first to call the area the Bermuda Triangle. He also called it the Triangle of Death. Numerous planes and ships appeared in these areas. Crews vanished on ships, dead and fog suddenly appeared and composite and navigation equipment working. On a clear day in 1945, while a group of planes was on a routine train mission, all of them lost their bearings and disappeared. The rescued airship went to look for them also disappeared. In 1881, the merchant ship Allen Austin discovered a ghost ship floating without a crew. The crew boarded to steer the ship to a port, but a thick fog surrounded both ships. When the ghost ship was found the next day, the second crew has disappeared as well. The USS Cyclops disappeared in 1980. It was one of the earliest incidents linked to the Bermuda Triangle. In 1966, Captain Donald Henry Stark, the Good News, was towing a cargo barge from Puerto Rico to Florida. When the dance was suddenly aboard the barge, the Good News lost all wheels, instruments, and practically lost power. For 5 minutes, the ship struggled in a tug-of-war with a fog bank, finally managed to pull itself and barge free. People claim that a mysterious power caused many losses of ships and crews in the Bermuda Triangle. Some people think that USO captured humans and taken them away. Others say that unexplained losses are a result of the surf water common in the area. Any that destroyed would sink without a trace. After being rescued, some of the missing crews tell the stories of being forced to leave their storm-damaged ships. Some insist that nothing unusual is going on in the area. They suggest that some of the loss blamed on the Bermuda Triangle actually happened several hundreds of miles away. Sometimes vessels that have been reported lost appear later. Do you think that Bermuda Triangle is real or a hoax? Conclusion: theories will always exist. Some people think they are nonsense and others will claim they are real. Now that you read evidence about four of them, it's time to consider what you read and determine what you believe. You can use the internet and library to find more information. Just remember that some sources are more reliable than others. You think about this mysterious, what others can you find?
Good job! We can try again. Click on the item. We need a little